Welcome back. So right now we will be focused mainly on entries. Okay. Having to look at maybe our candlestick patterns, having to look at all those things that actually touch upon the entries. Okay. So before I um before I get into that yesterday we took a trade. I think it was USD CAD. I'm a run you guys up on the trade that we took. It hit the take profit same day. It hit the take profit yesterday. Though I was not happy because I missed NZD USD. I don't like missing good setups, especially when I know that and if I'm not mistaken, I've even been necking my students about it, saying that I missed NZD USD, this and that. I just hate missing a good trade, especially when I know, when I'm 100% sure that that trade is going to hit my take profit. And it's the NZD USD was one of those trades where I actually knew that it was going to be. In fact, each and every set type that I actually take using this strategy, to me it's a short trade, because I'm confident about the strategy. Okay, so let us look at let us look at NZD USD. So this was our, you can say it was on our daily order block. You can even say that it was on our 4 hour order block, but for this example, let us just say price was on our daily order block right here. As you can see, right? Price was on our daily order block, and then it moved away from our daily order block, and then it came back to retest it, meaning we will enter using our what? Our 4 hour time frame, right? And then now, before we get caught up on some other stuff, we then draw our FIP to see if price is at least on our 0.50 zone. And yes, price retested on our 0.786 zone. So there is another confluence. And now the last thing that we need to do, not the last thing, we have to look at the market structure. This is something that we were supposed to even do like in the beginning, right? So we've got our high there. It was a simple trade, right? You can see that there it was a short trade, that price is giving you your lower high, right? That's where we would have entered. And I'm happy that one of my students actually caught this trade, and I've been telling him that, yo bro, I'm super jealous because I missed it. And what really makes me happy is that he did send this set type in the community group, but somehow I was just too caught up on some other stuff in the morning. I don't know what I was doing, but I never really paid attention to that. So yeah, it's my fault at the end of the day. But I hate missing a good trade. And the market structure is actually good. And then we have our candlestick pattern here. The body of this bearish candle actually closed below this whole bullish candle, right? As you can see, and you have your set type, right? So now, damn this trade. So now, so now you actually enter where you actually enter there, and then you put your stop loss there. Guys, please try to have a perfect setup as much as possible. Like, your confidence in trading is really necessary. It is really necessary. Okay. And then here I would have taken an easy 1:2 risk to reward ratio, right? And then when price actually would have gotten here, I would have put my stop loss at break even, because I know that price is going to beat that high. But if price, that low, but if price hasn't beat that this low, I'm not moving my stop loss anywhere, because I know that price for a fact is going to beat that low. All right. So uh, that's the trade that I missed. and I'm not proud of myself, but yeah. Yeah. And then let us look at the trade that I done took yesterday. It was USD CAD, and I took a 1:2 weeks to white ratio on this trade. For some reason, I never really wanted to hold this trade for like a whole lot of time, because I done so the market structure here. The market structure was in a market structure that was moving like extremely. So here's our high there, or let me just go over to our 1 hour time frame. Right, so we have that low there, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and this is where I actually entered. The signal was sent in the VIP group. This is the only trade we took yesterday, I think. Yeah. And then the market structure is beautiful, right? And then what is it that you do? You draw your trend lines. Remember, I said your previous two touches has to be from your previous two higher lows, right? And then you draw your trend lines, and then followed by your what? Followed by your fibs, right? Followed by your fibs, and your fibs were at a 0.618 zone, and that is amazing. And then, excuse me, secondly, you actually look, since we actually took our trade on our 4 hour time frame here, since we actually, yes, on our 4 hour time frame, it means we must expect to see an order block on our daily time frame, right? And as you can see, we have this bearish candle here. Price moved away from it, and then it came back to actually retest it, and that was when we actually got our candlestick pattern where here you can see that this is the bearish candle, right? The body of this bullish candle closed above that bearish candle, right? So that is it. So entries are guys, this is like so super simple. I hope you're seeing that the strategy is so super simple, and I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything accurate like this. In fact, I don't even think there is anything accurate like this out there. That's how confident I am about this strategy. Okay, so let us continue just looking at some other things. I also missed say DCHF yesterday, but it wasn't that much good for me, so I just left the trade. I didn't really pay any attention to it. So yeah. Okay, let us look at some other trades. Let's look at some other trades. Talking about entries right now. Let us look at NZDJPY. I remember I had a trade here on NZDJPY a while back. Yes, I had a trade here. You can see that we have a beautiful market structure here. We've got that low, we've got that higher high, we've got that low, we've got that higher high, and then that's where that's where I took this trade. Okay, and then you draw your support and resistance, and then you look at your Fibonacci retracement zone, and then it has to be at least on the 0.5, and then it's at your 0.618 zone, and that is actually a cool thing. And then you go and look if price is actually on your daily order block, because your pattern is on your 4 hour time frame. All right. And unfortunately here, I remember I took this trade using my breaker here, but please do not take trades based on your breaker, right? um I have a reason for that. If you're not experienced enough, you might just not get what you wanted. Yeah, so just don't take your trades based on your breakers. All right, so we will assume that price was actually on our order block there, and then we go over to our for our time frame. You can see that there is this nice beautiful candlestick pattern of ours. We actually have this bearish candle, and the body of this bullish candle closed below your that bearish candle, meaning you would have entered there, and then you would have put your stop loss just here, right? And then you would have taken whatever you would have wanted to take out of the market. I remember I also took GBP USD, a GBP USD trade. Oh, and by the way, the trade that I've been showing you is still running. This GBP USD trade that I showed you on the previous class, you see it's still running. I'm expecting to get at least a 1:2 risk to reward ratio on this trade, probably by next week. But it's a long-term trade. I mean, I'm not really that much interested in it actually hitting my take profit that fast. So I'm a bit just patient. I'm a bit just I'm gonna wait for it. I'm not going to be stressful over why it hasn't hit my take profit, blah blah blah. I'm gonna just wait for it, and even if it takes a month, even if it takes 2 months, I'm gonna wait for it. Yeah. So I remember I took this trade here. You can see that we have that low, beautiful market structure, high there, and then we've got this low, and this is where I actually entered. Coming back to your fibs, and it's at your 0.5 zone, which is beautiful. And then you go over your daily time frame to see if price is actually on your daily order block, because you entered using your 4-hour time frame. And yes, price is actually on your daily order block. As you can see, that price moved away from this order block, and then it came to do what? To retest it. And then let us go over to our 4-hour time frame to see if we have our candlestick pattern, right? And then yes, we have our candlestick pattern. The body of this the body of this bullish candle actually closed above the body of this bearish candle. If there is a bullish candle here, then don't consider it. If it has to be a bearish and a bullish candle, that's if you want to buy, right? The candles have to be opposite. All right, so see you in the next part.